TV soap news and spoilers say that in the shadowed corridors of power and passion that define the world of Beyond the Gates, every day brings a fresh torrent of intrigue, heartbreak, and unyielding ambition. On this fateful October 2nd, the air was thick with tension, as long-buried secrets clawed their way to the surface, threatening to shatter alliances and ignite feuds that could burn for seasons to come. If you've been following the saga, you know that this isn't just a soap opera. It's a battlefield where loyalties are tested, vendettas are forged, and no one emerges unscathed. Today, we're diving deep into the heart-pounding events that unfolded, peeling back the layers of deception to reveal the raw, pulsating drama beneath. But words can only capture so much. To truly feel the electric charge of these moments, we urge you to watch the full video episode. It's there that the glances, the whispers, and the explosive confrontations come alive in vivid color. Let's start with the storm that's been brewing on the horizon, the return of Darnell, a man whose very presence sends ripples through the opulent yet treacherous landscape of Beyond the Gates. Darnell isn't just any character drifting back into the fold, he's a force of nature, a prodigal son haunted by the ghosts of his past. His father, a pillar in the community, respected, influential, and tragically cut down in what was officially deemed an accident, left behind a void that's now filled with suspicion and rage. Darnell has been away for what feels like an eternity, perhaps licking his wounds in some distant city, but grief has a way of pulling you back home like an invisible chain. And on this October 2nd, that chain yanked him straight into the lion's den. Picture this, the sun dipping low over the sprawling estates and glittering casinos that dot the skyline of this fictional yet all-too-real world. Darnell strides into town, his jaw set like steel, eyes burning with the fire of unresolved questions. He's not here for pleasantries or reunions, he's here for truth. And all roads lead to Joey, the enigmatic kingpin who's built an empire on cunning, intimidation, and an unshakable grip on power. Joey isn't a man who suffers fools or challenges lightly. Anyone who's dared to cross his path in the past has learned the hard way. Obstruction comes at a price, often paid in humiliation, financial ruin, or worse. His punishments are legendary, swift, merciless, and designed to serve as warnings to others. A rival businessman once tried to undercut Joey's deals. By morning, his reputation was in tatters, his assets frozen, and his family whispering about relocation. Joey doesn't just win, he obliterates. But Darnell? He's no ordinary adversary. Fueled by the raw agony of losing his father, Darnell's determination is a weapon sharper than any blade. He wastes no time. Mere hours after his arrival, he storms into Joey's inner sanctum. A lavish office overlooking the casino floor, where the clink of chips and the hum of slot machines provide a deceptive backdrop of normalcy. The confrontation is electric, charged with years of unspoken accusations. You think you can hide behind your suits and your security? Darnell growls, his voice echoing off the polished marble walls. He's convinced something fishy transpired in his father's demise, perhaps a cover-up, a deliberate act masked as misfortune. Whispers in the town suggest foul play, an accident at the casino construction site, where Darnell's father had been overseeing operations. Was it a structural failure, or something more sinister, like sabotage to silence a man who knew too much? Darnell doesn't stop at the death. He pivots seamlessly to the casino itself, that gleaming monument to Joey's ambition. This place, he spits, gesturing wildly, it's built on lies and blood. My father poured his soul into it, and now he's gone. What did you do, Joey? What secrets are buried under those foundations? The casino isn't just a business, it's the nexus of power and Beyond the Gates, a hub where deals are struck, fortunes won and lost, and alliances forged in the dead of night. Darnell suspects Joey manipulated events to seize full control, perhaps eliminating his father as a loose end. And he's not bluffing about consequences. With a steely glare, he warns of an impending lawsuit, one that could expose financial irregularities, shady partnerships, and maybe even criminal ties. Lawyers are already circling, documents subpoenaed, and the press sniffing around like hounds on a scent. How does Joey react? Ah, that's where the drama escalates to operatic heights. Joey, ever the master of composure, leans back in his leather chair, a faint smile playing on his lips. But his eyes? They're daggers, cold and calculating. He's used to being in control, pulling strings from the shadows while others dance to his tune. But Darnell's arrival is a wild card, a man unbound by fear or favor. Joey's mind races, flashbacks to heated arguments with Darnell's father, disagreements over casino expansions that turn personal. Did Joey cross a line? Or is this paranoia from a grieving son? You come into my house accusing me? Joey retorts, his voice a low rumble that builds like thunder. Your father was a partner, not a saint. Accidents happen in this business. But beneath the bravado, cracks appear. Joey's empire is vast, but lawsuits have a way of unraveling even the tightest webs. This confrontation isn't just a skirmish, it's the opening salvo in what could become a war, dragging in families, fortunes, and forgotten secrets. Darnell won't back down, he's a man on a mission, his grief morphing into a relentless pursuit of justice. What bigger problems might this unearth? Rumors of embezzlement, illicit affairs tied to the casino, or even mob connections that Joey has long denied. The stakes are sky high, and as the two men stare each other down, the air crackles with the promise of explosion. Shifting gears from this high-stakes showdown, let's turn our gaze to the more insidious undercurrents rippling through the personal lives of our characters. Enter Bill's ex, a figure from the past who's re-emerged like a specter at a feast, stirring pots that were just beginning to simmer down. Bill, that steadfast everyman caught in the whirlwind of Beyond the Gates machinations, has finally found a semblance of stability in his current relationship. Or has he? His ex, let's call her Elena for the sake of this dramatic retelling, though her name carries its own weight in the show's lore, is no mere footnote in his history. She's a woman of sharp intellect and sharper tongue, with a history of weaving intricate webs of influence. On this October 2nd, Elena's actions are subtle at first, like the first drops of rain before a deluge. She starts with casual encounters, a chance meeting at the local cafe where Bill grabs his morning coffee, a lingering glance across the room at a town event. But these aren't accidents, they're calculated incursions. She sows seeds of doubt with the precision of a master gardener, whispers about Bill's current partner, questions about his recent choices that masquerade as concern. Are you sure she's right for you? She might murmur, her voice laced with faux innocence. I've heard things about her family, her ambitions. You deserve better, Bill. You always have. Is she manipulative, driven by jealousy or a desire to reclaim what was once hers? Or is there a kernel of truth in her warnings, a protective instinct born from shared history? The waves she's creating are undeniable. Bill, already navigating the choppy waters of his life, perhaps dealing with professional setbacks or family pressures, finds himself second-guessing everything. In quiet moments, he replays her words, the doubt festering like an infection. His current relationship, once a haven, now feels precarious. Arguments flare over trivialities, trust erodes under the weight of unspoken suspicions. Elena's presence isn't just troubling, it's a catalyst for chaos. Friends notice the shift, Bill's distracted gaze, his shorter temper. And what of Elena's motivations? Flashbacks in the episode hint at a tumultuous breakup, accusations of betrayal, unresolved emotions that time hasn't healed. Perhaps she's back for revenge, or maybe redemption. Either way, her subtle machinations are effective, burrowing deep into the psyche of those around her. In Beyond the Gates, no ex stays buried, they rise, often with claws extended. Meanwhile, amidst these tempests of confrontation and doubt, Haley emerges as a beacon of forward momentum, her eyes fixed firmly on the horizon. Haley isn't one to dwell in the shadows of yesterday's dramas, she's a strategist, a dreamer with a warrior's heart. On this October 2nd, as the town buzzes with the fallout from Darnell's return and Elena's stirrings, Haley is plotting her next move. What lies ahead for her? The episode teases a multifaceted future, relationships tangled in passion and power, personal ambitions that could redefine her place in this cutthroat world. Imagine Haley in her sleek apartment, overlooking the twinkling lights of the city below. She's pacing, her mind a whirlwind of possibilities. Relationships? Oh, they're at the forefront. There's that lingering spark with a mysterious newcomer, a man whose charm masks deeper intentions. But Haley isn't naive, she's focused on winning, on securing a partnership that elevates her status rather than ensnares her. "I won't settle," she might whisper to her reflection, her resolve hardening. Personal matters weigh heavily too, perhaps career advancements, like vying for a key position at the casino, or untangling family secrets that mirror Darnell's quest. Her focus on winning is palpable, dramatic in its intensity. Haley envisions triumph, boardroom victories, romantic conquests, the sweet taste of outmaneuvering rivals. But victory in Beyond the Gates comes at a cost. As she schemes, echoes of past failures haunt her, a lost love, a betrayed trust. Yet, she pushes forward, her determination a shield against the encroaching chaos. How will her path intersect with the others? Might she ally with Darnell against Joey, or find herself entangled in Bill's relational turmoil? The possibilities are endless, each laced with potential heartbreak or glory. These are the threads that wove the tapestry of October 2nd in Beyond the Gates, a day of reckonings, doubts, and aspirations. From Darnell's fiery confrontation with Joey, threatening to topple an empire built on secrets, to Elena's insidious whispers eroding Bill's foundations, and Haley's unyielding gaze toward victory, the drama pulses with life. It's a reminder that in this world, nothing is as it seems, every smile hides a scheme, every alliance a potential betrayal. We've expanded on these moments, delving into the psyches and backstories that make them so compelling, but the true essence lies in the viewing. So, grab your remote, settle in, and immerse yourself in the video. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? In Beyond the gates are always swinging open to more intrigue.